Hi, everybody. Mr. H here. Hope that the first week of distance learning went really well for you. I just want to say I really appreciate all the engagement that I had in Google Classroom. It was great to see so many submissions and so much feedback in terms of the check-in. So every single Friday I'm going to be making a video, just doing a little reflection on the week, and then give a little insight of what next week is going to be looking like. But let's start with the reflection first. On the check-in, I had some really great responses. Number one was, how are you doing? I heard a lot of really positive responses. I think that's really great. I'm happy that you're doing so well. With that being said, if you are having any trouble, please make sure that you reach out to me, or you talk with your parents, or you reach out to your counselor at the school, okay? Our number one job is still to take care of you. So if you are having a hard time, please make sure that you're reaching out to people who can help you, all right? Number two was, what have you been doing during this quarantine? I saw that there was a lot of house projects and baking, which is so cool. For house projects, I'm sure that your parents really appreciate you helping them out. Always take the time to help out your parents. I'm sure they really appreciate it, especially since they have a lot of stuff that they have to worry about right now too. So as much as you can, make sure you lend a helping hand around the house and help them out. And in terms of baking, that's awesome. I saw so many people talking about them just trying new recipes. I'm not a huge baker. If you know me really well, then you know that the thing that I make the most of my whole entire life is chicken, black beans, and rice. It is my favorite meal, so that's literally what I eat. I could literally eat that for breakfast, lunch, and dinner if I really wanted to, but Tiffany doesn't let me. Tiffany does a lot of the cooking here, but I've been helping her out and been doing the dishes afterwards, so we make a really good team. I really also liked hearing people say that they have not been doing a whole lot, and they've been taking this time to relax and just restart. I think that's incredibly important. There have been some times where I've really had to make sure that I let myself just breathe and relax. It's a very stressful time, so please make sure that you do take that time to just relax and breathe. So awesome responses right there. Number three was, what do you want this class to look like distance-wise? I have a lot of ideas. However, I want to know what you guys want out of this class and what is actually possible. I saw a lot of really great responses. Here were the top ones. Warm-up videos. Totally can do that. Would love to do that. Theory. I could totally do that. Would love to do that. Sight reading, which actually we will start calling melodic reading, which is solfege, and rhythmic reading, which is with numbers and rhythms, right? Because sight reading now is not really sight reading anymore, because usually we would take 30 seconds to look at an exercise and we'd perform it. Now, you guys have all the time in the world, right? So this is a great time for you to slow down, take your time, and really hone in that skill of reading rhythms and solfege, okay? So melodic reading and rhythmic reading. And I saw a lot of singing, which is great. I'm not sure how we're gonna do that just yet, but I do have ideas. Just depends on what this whole thing looks like for the next few weeks. And there are some projects that are definitely doable in terms of singing. So we'll explore that in a while, and we'll see what we can do with it. And I saw a lot of I don't knows, which is great because I don't know either. There's a lot of options out there, but I just don't know what is going to be best. Really, it's going to be taking it week by week and just seeing what we can do with what we have right now. I saw a lot of people say that they just want more music too, and listen to more music. Hey guys, listen to some choral music. Our first lesson really tried to highlight that you can listen to any sort of choral music and just listen and write down what you want to do, all right? We'll do a little bit more of that as well, but know that that is a great activity to do just by yourself at home. Number four was, are there any questions or comments? And I had a lot of really great comments, very touching things that were said. I also had some questions, so I just want to answer those questions for you guys, for those who are wondering. People were asking me how I am doing. I'm doing great. Really, I think it's a hard transition for me to relax and slow down and to have less energy to exude, especially now since April and May are supposed to be festival seasons. Oh, that's Tiff right there. She just texted me. Look, is supposed to be like the high stress times of the year due to festival season and state and everything like that. But you know, it's kind of a I think it's kind of a nice thing to just slow down and just to kind of reflect on what is important in life right now. Um, been doing a lot of housework, yard work, playing piano, watching lots of Netflix, playing games. Very well rounded. A lot of different things. Working on musical projects, singing a little bit, making sure that I can still sing by the end of this whole thing. Not as much disc golf since there are courses that are closing here and there, but I bought my own basket. So I've been putting in my backyard, which is great. But overall, I'm doing very well, and I really, really appreciate people who have reached out to me. There are days where it's not so hot, but I always have to be thankful that I have Tiffany and my family who are doing well and healthy, and I still get to do my job. It just looks differently. So yeah, I'm doing pretty good. In terms of Google Meets, I've gotten questions about if we're going to be doing Google Meets or not. I'm going to be doing Google Meets probably every other week. So obviously we didn't do a Google Meet this week, so we're going to do it one next week. I just decided this afternoon because I want to be able to check in with every single choir individually throughout this every so often. So it's not so overbearing, and that way I can still have that connection with you guys if you do have any questions, and we get to see each other, which is great. Leadership for next year. There will be online applications for leadership for next year, whether or not you want to be a section leader or you want to be a president or vice president for concert choir. We'll do class reps, elections, and secretary and social media stuff at the beginning of next year. But those bigger ones, we'll definitely do applications online, and there will be more information about that. Choir auditions is probably the biggest question that I've gotten so far. So let's start with forecasting. Forecasting, you are still going to forecast for Serenity and Zorro. Okay, everybody's gonna forecast for Serenity and Zorro. All right, and then from there, we're going to problem solve our audition process. All right, that's actually what our next lesson is going to look like. Is what do auditions look like at home by being guided through a video that I'll make, and what your experience is. You won't have to record yourself singing. You won't have to send anything in. All you have to send in is a feedback about your experience of being at home, going through the audition process with me leading you through the video, okay? So don't sweat it. I want you guys to do your best, and that'll be a separate video that I'll be leading you in, okay? So that's so just know that I'm thinking about auditions, and we'll figure those out. One thing is Corollaires callbacks will be postponed to September, all right? So there will be an in-person callbacks audition process for Corollaires, all right? We just need to get Concert Choir Bellissima in the books just due to it being in the schedule during the day. Corollaires is 0 period, so it doesn't affect anybody's schedule. So that's what that looks like for now, okay? Just want you to know there are additional resources that you can use. Sight Reading Factory, there are subscriptions for you guys that are free now through my account. I'll make sure that I make a separate video too to get you guys all lined up for that, because there will be assignments that line up with Sight Reading Factory, and plus it's just nice to explore that on your own if you'd like to. Musictheory.net is also still a great resource for you. And something that's kind of exciting, I want to start doing something called Coffee House Meet and Greet every single Friday, okay? Not sure what time yet. We aren't going to start it today, this Friday, but we're going to start it next Friday. So basically what the Coffee House Meet and Greet is that people can come in on a Friday Google Meet hosted by me, and we can just kind of talk with each other and just see how we're doing. On top of that, if you want to sing something, whether it be with guitar or on piano or ukulele or whatever you want to do, or a cappella, you are more than welcome to come in and share what you've been working on during this closure. And if there is subtraction, maybe I'll even perform some stuff for you guys that I've been working on. So those are the things that are coming up. I hope that you guys are doing so well. I miss you guys so much. Let me know if you guys need anything. Please send me an email. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.